round of applause and welcome. And I'd like to present you with an official Blueberry Festival t-shirt.
Thank you very much, Laura, but my question is, the t-shirt is great, but where are the blueberries? That's when we said, why don't we do an old-fashioned town meeting out under the sunlight?
God bless this democracy that allows us to get close to our elected government.
Renewable energy systems through net metering and group net metering, and establish some priorities that people in town wanted to see happen. And one of those was developing renewable energy. Senator, we need your help with this.
Very clearly a shy group of people who lobby me as they give speeches. Right.
I'm afraid of having teachers being asked to teach levels from honors to remedial classes all within in one class period, and teachers aren't prepared to do that.
The most serious set of economic problems that we have experienced since the Great Depression. And while the truth is that Vermont is doing better than most states, I think, as you have heard, we are hurting as well. During the Bush era of 8 years, 8 million Americans dropped out of the middle class and entered the ranks of the poor. We lost during that period 4.5 million manufacturing jobs. During the 8 years of the Bush administration, median family income went down by $2,200. While the middle class sinks, poverty increases, the people on the top, for a variety of reasons, have been doing extremely well. Bush gave $700 billion in tax cuts to the wealthiest 1% of Americans. $700 billion, and you're talking about teachers, not having enough teachers, not having enough help for the lowest income and most vulnerable people. I don't want to be lectured by people who voted for all of those proposals, drove the national debt up, and now they tell us we've got to cut back on education, got to cut back on health care, we've got to cut back on seniors and the most vulnerable. The deficit is a huge problem. There are ways to deal with it without impacting the well-being of the middle class or working families. 2005, the latest figures that I have, 1 out of 4 corporations in America who made combined $1 trillion in profit paid nothing in taxes. Stimulus package has created over 2.5 million jobs and over 7,000 jobs in the state of Vermont. We have put many billions of dollars in the stimulus package to expand broadband. In the state of Vermont, we've recently, as a result of that, received a grant for over $40 million. And the goal is to make sure, as soon as possible, that every community in the state of Vermont has high-quality, affordable broadband. We're making some progress in healthcare in the state and nationally, but more has to be done. If you want to provide quality care to all of our people in a cost-effective way, what we need is a Medicare for all single-payer program. It's a step forward, but it didn't go anywhere near far enough. The 4 largest financial institutions in America today have assets of over $7 trillion, more than half of the GDP of America. They sell 2/3 of the credit cards, half of the mortgages. If you want to prevent a too big to fail from ever happening again, there's only one way you can really do that. And that way is to break those babies up right now.
White Shmuck, that's a real one. I'm a real Shmuck. I'm the only one in Vermont.
So you don't get offended when people call you a Shmuck?
I've been one all my life. What I really want to say is thank you very much for all of your help concerning our veterans. Get us the hell out of Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan.
In the bill, is there going to be a marketplace? Derivatives is the only thing not traded on an open market, not regulated. Is it going to be, are we going to have an exchange? Or is it
some will. Derivatives there will be some attention to, but not enough. I think the bill is a step forward. It is as much as the Congress could get against Wall Street. There'll be a financial products consumer agency, which will, I think, would have prevented a lot of these worthless securities being sold.
To prevent those lobbyists from coming to Vermont and preventing that from happening.
Thank you.
We have an office that does a lot of great work. Great staff, not me, them. They do a great job. If anybody has any problem on any issues, whether it's veterans, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, whatever it is, please don't hesitate to give us a ring. We have an 800 number.
I myself have a business plan how to get the newspaper business back to profitability and compete against the internet. I wrote President Obama about it, and he responded to me. Bernie Sanders came back with an answer. Thank you for contacting me in regard to network neutrality. Now, my letter to you had nothing to do with network neutrality. You insulted my intelligence by writing me a form letter. You might as well have not done that. You treated me as a moron. Why did you do that, sir?
I apologize. And my answer is this. Let me tell you the truth, Peter. I doubt very much that President Obama read your letter. I may be mistaken. He receives millions of letters a day. We receive...
Whether he did or not, he responded
no.
and he had...
Peter, I apologize. Okay. We receive tens and tens of thousands...
Then don't answer.
Peter, can I finish my statement? I apologize. We try to do our best, and we fail very often, more than I would like, in responding to everybody in a timely manner. In your case, we failed. You wrote us a letter, serious letter, and somebody wrote a letter in response that was not... Right, we made a mistake.
You also use the insurance companies as a straw man. The insurance company is peopled and run by moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, and uncles, and you're implying that all these moms, dads, grandmas, aunts, and uncles, all of our cousins, and everybody who work in these insurance companies, you know, together are really evil people. The board of directors are evil. The CEOs are evil. They're moms and dads like you and me, and they want health care for everybody just like you and I do. I find it rather ironic that at the same time that you're promoting that we have single-payer health care, England now is removing very many layers of federal government and bringing it back down to the doctors and individuals in a form of privatization. You're talking about utopia. They're good ideals. They're wonderful ideals. We have the best health care in the world. My family's English. I can tell you my family is English. Most of my family lives in England, and I can tell you horror stories of the health care in England.
Ma'am, hello? Okay, you asked me a question, I'd like to comment. Listen to what I'm saying, all right? It is a cost-effective system. Does it have its problems? I'm sure it does. You said, in the United States, we have the best healthcare system in the world. If you are rich, you have the best healthcare system in the world. But don't tell the 46 million American people who have no health insurance, people who can't afford to see a doctor, the people who are going bankrupt because of healthcare bills, that it's the best system in the world. I think respectfully they would disagree with you. You didn't hear me condemn everybody who works for an insurance company. The point that I said, now what I said is that we have a situation where the function of an insurance company is to make as much money as it possibly can. And that distorts our healthcare system. It doesn't make the people who do the work selling insurance evil people. I didn't suggest that.
The Head Start doesn't have any federal money to support its programs.
What I'm suggesting to you is there will be money made available, I think. And call our office and we'll try to figure out a way that we can help. But we are making progress in bringing dental care right into the schools, and I want to get it in Head Start as well.
Thank you for coming. I see you on Rachel all the time.
Oh,
keep it up.
Good. Thank you.
Hey, Bernie, I forgot the meal.
Oh, thank you.